I believe, unfortunately, it's my personal belief, that Nigeria should split. It's going to be it's a hot cake discussion because the Fulanis who say they want to come and take over Nigeria. Have you heard the governor of Benue, Bauchi, who said they have invited all Fulanis to come to Nigeria?
The records are there. In fact, only about 2 weeks ago, I saw a set of the records again. The transcripts are available. But we talked about the Nigerian situation. And certainly, at the end, everybody says, oh, you told them this, you did that. The fact was that our case was so clear that I actually believe at the end of Aburi that the problem was not Gawan, but probably some ambassadors in Lagos who were pressing for something else. Because we understood each other. We agreed on every single point. The drafting was, in fact, my chief secretary with 2 other chief secretaries from the other side. They said, no. And drafted and agreed. We looked at it, we agreed. General Ankara read over the whole report again to us at the end. Asked us if we wanted to amend anything. No. At the end of all that, the position was so good that actually Ankara drove Jack, Gawan, and myself to the airport.
It is no longer news that several prominent Nigerians from the northern extraction are now calling for the disintegration of Nigeria, citing that with the state of insecurity, ethnic and religious disturbances, Nigeria could not foster any unity or coherence, that it is in the best interest of all and sundry to part ways, that Nigeria, as it's currently now or being run within this template or system, could not guarantee the safety of anyone. Rather than pitting a tent against one another, let we call it a day. For these northerners or in concerned persons raising such outcry at this particular time, you clearly understand that things are no longer the way they should. There's fire on the mountain, burning. Where do we run? Where do we scurry for safety? It is clear, instead of being one trapped in the wheel of motionless and despair, it is more honorable and advisably to part ways. Let every region go and decide what is good for them, the template that is good for them, and the style of government. Of course, let them decide their political future, their security peculiar to them, challenge, and see how they could fix it. If they so desire, of course, to remain a religious-driven society whose own intentions and principles should be purely based on Islamization, well, good luck for them. So I think it is in the best interest of all and for humanity to reconsider the state of the country, because it is not working. Something not working for barely 60 years shouldn't be considered a child's play. We should give it another trial. Yes, let each region retire to their normal way before the amalgamation, so that every region can develop at their own pace, decide their political future, and what is best for them. Well, I will readily agree with anyone calling for the disintegration of Nigeria. In fact, the greatest enemy of Nigeria is those who opposed the Aburi Accord. If the Aburi Accord was duly implemented, all these nagging issues wouldn't have cropped up. The Aburi Accord would have settled the issue of insecurity, poverty, hunger, and the states of retrogression. Of course, while Nigeria was still within the regional governments, you saw competition, you saw people striving, solving their peculiar security or economic issues, unifying their programs, tailoring it towards addressing their basic economic, social, and political welfare. But ever Nigeria was harmonized under unitary, deceptive connotations, eventually Nigerians have sunk abysmally. Where are the cocoa plantations? Where are the groundnut pyramids? Where are the palm oil plantations? They are fast disappearing today that it is pretty difficult for an average Nigerian to feed with palm oil. They are missing up whatever the chemicals and the rest of what they are selling. Majority of what they are selling today are not palm oil. Malaysia, they came and borrowed, took some palm kernel today, are making billions of dollars in forests, in exports of palm oil. But those who they came to pick those seeds, palm kernel seeds, today are nowhere to be found. So you can see return to the unitary government or deviation from the regional government has cost Nigeria its destiny. So with the current realities now, and being fueled by the current economic, social, and political and religious crisis, the crisis has deepened. And what do we do at this time? Some people blaming the Constitution that it is not people-oriented Constitution, that is being drafted by few political gladiators or military juntas to serve their interests and not that of Nigerians. Some political or, of course, luminaries or legal luminaries, constitutional lawyers have faulted the foundation, which is the Constitution, that it's a faulty Constitution, is a scam instead, and could no longer guarantee the continued existence of Nigeria and progress in every respect. Now, let me have your own take with this development. Do we continue to be stuck in the wheel of motionless and despair under the deceptive constitution of one Nigeria? Or do we part ways, let each region talk to themselves, reflect over themselves, know what is best for them, and create their own world, their own vision, and pursue it? Well, thanks for watching. I want to have your own contributions or perspective regarding this. Don't forget to take 1 second or 2 to like this video, subscribe to it, and of course, comment via the comment section. Let's get to know what is your perspective regarding these subjects.